Race fans, I'm Owen McCall coming to you from the New Smyrna Speedway in New Smyrna Beach, Florida. It is July 5th, 2018, and we are rolling off for our first feature event of the night, the Superstocks. This event is a very special event because the track made this an open rules race. So Superstock cars that might not have been acceptable at this track but may have been acceptable at other tracks are allowed to run tonight. The grand prize for all these drivers at the end is $1,000. That's right, $1,000. We have some drivers that we have never seen out here before at this track, and maybe a few drivers we haven't seen out here in a while, but they are all here tonight to chase that $1,000 prize. And because this is an open rules race for $1,000, this is a non-points race. That's right, non-points exhibition race. This will not count towards the Superstock Track Championship. We have 14 cars scheduled to start tonight's race, and we inverted the top 10. That's right, the top 10 were inverted after qualifying. So as they are after the invert, that is Don Duval in the 30 on the pole position, followed by Dale Howard in the 63, Kate Clouser in the 9, David Gould, no, that's not David Gould, that is the 53 of Kyle Peters, the 45 of Travis Soukop, the 2X of Mike Amato. In the 16, it is David Gould. In the 15, that is Tyler Presenti. In the 44, Mike Trocki. In the 112, that is Larry Welter Jr. In the 8 ball, that is John Ripley. In the 38, that is Justin Reynolds. The 21, Mike Dahm. In the 37, that is Art Hendren. Larry Welter Sr. was also put on this list in the 85 car, but I do not see the 85 car out here, so Larry Welter Sr. won't be starting, but Larry Jr. will be. Now, just like last week, we had a bit of a rain delay. Things were going well. The super late models were qualifying for the Clyde Hart Memorial 100, which will be occurring later tonight. Then the rains came. After drying the track off, it is 9:17, and we have the Superstocks rolling in their pace laps. So right now, the Superstocks are getting the signal to double up, go double file. Leader Don Duval is going to lead him to the green. Which line will he choose? Don Duval chooses the inside line. Next time by is going to be the one to go signal. But ladies and gentlemen, we have a great field of Superstocks. Lots of great and talented drivers are out here to win. And on top of all of that, whoever wins will go home $1,000 richer. To put this in perspective for you, to win $1,000 in the Superstock division at New Smyrna would be like winning the $1 million prize in the NASCAR All-Star race. This race means a lot to these drivers because the typical payout here at New Smyrna, if you win the standard 25-lap Superstock feature, you get $200 in the payout window. This race is a standard 25-lap feature, but because of the open rules, there's a nice catch to it.
Absolutely beautiful. That was going to be my dark horse. But since you took that, I really like Travis Soukop. He usually runs well, but you don't see top 3 at all.
Right now, I would say favorites to win this race. My favorite driver to win this race right now is probably that 16 of David Gould. Now, there's one glaring omission in the starting lineup. The 56 of Bobby Holley is not here. That's right, the defending Superstock track champion is not here. We're going to be running a few extra laps of caution to make sure the track is dry. But Bobby Holley in that 56 car, defending track champion, not here tonight. So drivers to watch for in this race, the 16 of David Gould. Keep an eye on that 38 car of Justin Reynolds. He went to victory lane here last week after Gould was disqualified in the tech. And as a dark horse candidate to win this race, keep an eye on that 45 of Travis Soukop. That car's been getting faster and better each time he's been out here. One more lap to go. Next time by it will be green. Don Duval in the 30 is on the pole position. You know, of all the paint schemes, I really like that 15 of Tyler Presenti. That's a beautiful throwback to Dale Earnhardt's old number 15 when he was with the Bud Moore team. And I also really like Mike Trocki's beautiful petty blue number 44 that's starting on the inside of Justin Reynolds. Right now, the Daytona Dodge Pace truck is pulling off of the racetrack onto the pit road. Pole sitter Don Duval leading him to the green. We're waiting for the green flag to come out. Green flag is out. We are racing at New Smyrna Speedway. Great start by Dale Howard. Dale Howard gets the lead as they go down to turn 1. 14 Super Sox thundering through that first turn. Wide open on the throttle, but here comes that 53 car pulling into the second spot. Duval balls back to third. Mike Amato is going to try and ride him on the outside. He's got help from David Gould. Here they come off of turn 2. Dale Howard in the 63 is going to lead lap 1. Mike Amato trying to make a charge to the front in the 2X. As he's trying to get around that 53 car with all the power in him. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a great field tonight of 14 Super Sox, so they're going to put on a show for you. So here comes David Gould out to the bottom. David Gould wants to get third from Mike Amato. As they go through 1 and 2, Gould is not going to get it. Amato's going to stay in third, but here comes Justin Reynolds. Side by side in a battle for fourth. That is going to be Justin Reynolds and David Gould. As Mike Amato now goes to the outside, a challenge for second. As they come off of 4 down the front straightaway. It is side by side for 2 rows as Dale Howard still has the lead. Amato getting a bit of a push from Justin Reynolds, and now Mike Amato's in second. Justin Reynolds is going to follow him into third in that 38 car. And here comes Mike Amato on the outside. Amato wants the lead from Howard. Side by side through 3 and 4 they go. Mike Amato on the outside, Dale Howard on the inside. Coming off of turn number 4, battle for the lead. To the line, Mike Amato is the new leader here at New Smyrna Speedway. Back to 1 and 2 they go. Side by side for second, Justin Reynolds and Dale Howard. Coming off of turn 2, Reynolds is going to get second. And Howard's going to fall back. Here comes that 53 car into 16 of Gould. Side by side now for the third. Here goes Reynolds to the outside. Battle for the lead. Mike Amato is still going to have it, but Justin Reynolds wants it. Justin Reynolds trying to make the outside line work for him as they go down the back straightaway. Reynolds in the 38 is going to get the lead. New leader, Justin Reynolds. But here comes that 53 car pulling back up in the third spot. Sorry if I don't remember the names. It's just that he's not a regular here, so I'm trying to remember his name here. But Reynolds is now the new leader. Battle for the fourth spot between Dale Howard and Clyde Clouser. Travis Soukop in the 45 is hanging around. Off of turn number 2 they go down the back straightaway. Fourth place is won by Clyde Clouser. Travis Soukop is going to try and follow her into fifth. Travis Soukop getting a push from Mike Trocki as they come off of 4 down the front chute. And Travis Soukop is going to move into the fifth spot. Travis Soukop is now going to try and challenge Clyde Clouser for the fourth spot. Here comes Mike Trocki going to challenge for fifth in that 44 car. There's exciting racing going on all over this racetrack as Dale Howard is falling. Here comes Mike Trocki to the inside. He wants to get fifth away from Travis Soukop. Come off of 4, side by side. Come off of 4 now. Trocki going to try to get to the bottom. Trocki's going to go. But up front it is Justin Reynolds in the number 38. And right now that 53 has reeled in the 2X. And here comes that 53 to the inside of Amato. We have a battle for second brewing as they go back through 1 and 2. Here comes Travis Soukop trying to get to the bottom of Clyde Clouser for fourth. Down the back straightaway. Mike Trocki's getting in the mix. To the bottom goes Mike Trocki. Trocki got Soukop a bit loose. Down the front straightaway they go. Battle for fifth. Mike Trocki has it at the line. Side by side in that battle for the fifth spot. Trocki trying to make the inside work, but Soukop, and there's a caution flag. We have a caution flag out. Dale Howard went around in turn 2. He has the car driving, but Howard went around in 2, and after 10 of 25 laps are in the books, Howard has gone around. This is a battle for $1,000, ladies and gentlemen. A caution was bound to happen with the intense racing going on all around this historic half mile. Tough break for that 63 of Dale Howard. He's pulled into the pits. He has a flat tire. Tough break for that egg for the Super Stock veteran competitor, Howard, doing very well tonight. Led the first couple of laps, was up front, was trying to drive hard, but a flat tire caused him to spin in 1 and 2, and that will bring an end, a premature end to this already late start tonight. There you see Art Hendren in the 37 go by. Actually, ladies and gentlemen, I made a mistake in the intro. That is not Kate Clouser in the 9. That is Rich Clouser. We're so used to seeing her in the 9. She was actually listed on my sheet, but I just heard over the PA system from our PA announcer here, Ryan Stevens, that is actually Rich Clouser in the 9. If you remember, he used to race late models out here, and I actually interviewed him a while back on this channel. So Rich Clouser slipped into the 9 instead of Kate. You know, Justin Reynolds is up front in that 38 car, and I'll tell you, Reynolds took a couple of seasons off. 3 years later, he's back, and let me tell you, Reynolds has not forgotten how to get around this track. I remember he used to come out here in the number 20 car, a red number 20 car like that 38. His brother would come out here either in a yellow number 23 or in an identically prepared car to his number 20X, and Zach Curtis in the Bomber division would come out in another car they had, numbered 77. Reynolds just absolutely tore this track up that year in that 20 car, and it's great to see him back, and he's showing the way with Mike Amato in second as we are under caution at the new Smyrna Speedway. Mike Trocki's in that 44 car for Butch Hurt again, sponsored by Discount Propane, and it's great to see Travis Soukop and David Gould out here. You know, I love seeing all the new faces out here. I love seeing that 53. I love that 15 out here. I love that 112 car. Now, Dale Howard had a flat tire. The car that went around was not Howard. I had missed it. My bad. It is the 15 of Kyle. Let me consult my sheet here. That was the 15 of Tyler Presenti, who went around. And the 53 car that's sitting in the third spot, that is Kyle Peters. So your top 3 right now is Justin Reynolds in the 38, Mike Amato in the 2X, and Kyle Peters in the 53, followed by Rich Clouser in the 9, and Mike Trocki in the 44. That rounds out your top 5 as they're working on towing away the 15 of Presenti. That car spun in 1 and 2, and because of all the rain we've been having here recently, even today, those grass strips down there on the bottom of the track are absolute mud pits. Once you get in, it's pretty hard to get out. In fact, as you can see, we actually somewhat have a victory lane tonight. The Hampton Inn victory lane has somewhat returned tonight, but again, the rains came in. So that 15 car being pushed off of the racetrack by the tow truck. We're getting the double up signal from the official. Let's see which line that our leader, Justin Reynolds, chooses, because as the leader of the double file resource, he gets to choose inside or outside. Reynolds looks like he's going to choose the outside lane. So Reynolds chooses the outside. The 2X of Amato goes to the inside. Right now, everybody's doubling up. Right now, that 15 car, they're looking at it in the pits right now. Looks like we're going to have a tire change. The left front appears to have gone down on the 15 of Tyler Presenti. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, $1,000 on the line. This is an exhibition race. These will not count towards the Super Stock Track Championship, as the 21 of Mike Dahm is off the pace under caution. Now he's going to rejoin everyone. My bad, I misspoke. So that 21 is going to rejoin the back of the field. But right now, they're making sure that any sort of grass did not come up onto the track when that 15 spun, and we'll go back to racing. Right now, that 15 car is facing the wrong way in the pits, but they're working on him right now. And Mike Dahm with the 21 has stalled in turn 1. Mike Dahm has stalled in turn 1, driving car number 21. Dahm will also be competing in tonight's Sportsman feature and tonight's Modified feature. So Mike Dahm, basically, he doesn't have a bomber and he doesn't have a late model. So you can see him in 3 of the classes we run out here. He also doesn't have a mod mini. But Mike Dahm having some troubles. Let's see if he can get fired again in that 21. But your leader, Reynolds, has chosen the outside lane. 10 of 25 laps complete when the green flag comes back out. 15 more laps to go in tonight's feature. Mike's dad, George, will also be competing in the Sportsman feature, driving the second car for them, that 21X. So right now, up front, it's still Reynolds, Amato, Peters, Clouser, Trocki, Soukop, Gould, Duval. That is how they run. Next time by, it's going to be 1 lap to go. Lights out on the Daytona Dodge Pace Truck. Caution lights out around the track. Next time by, green flag is going to fly. And Justin Reynolds in the number 38 will be leading them back to the green.
Lights are off the pace truck, so that means we are going green. Next time around, your leader is Justin Reynolds, followed up by Mike Amato on the inside of him in that 2X. You've got Rich Clouser on the outside there next to the 53. Kyle Peters has already showed a lot of speed. Now somebody that we all see here often.
Right now, Daytona Dodge Pace Truck pulling off of the track into the pits. Reynolds chose the outside lane, looking for the green. Green flag out. We're back racing. Down into turn 1 they go. Reynolds gets a great start. He's going to try and clear Mike Amato. He's going to clear Amato. Now here comes Clouser. Rich Clouser in the 9 car going to come trying for that spot, but here comes Kyle Peters in the 53, and Travis Soukop in the 45 is going to pull him. Right now, Rich Clouser driving pace number 9, going to pull into 3rd. The battle for 4th behind him between Kyle Peters and Travis Soukop is heating up. Off of 4, here comes Peters of the 53. Peters looks like he's going to try and get 4th, but Soukop is still maintaining his ground up in the high line. Reynolds still showing the way up front. Off of 4, they're going to keep battling. Oh, here we go. Travis Soukop trying to get a run up of 2. They're still stacked up side by side behind Clouser. Those 4 spots, beating and banging around. That's short track racing, ladies and gentlemen. It's a door-to-door, go-for-broke, whip-it-up style of racing. And Soukop is still poking his nose out into the 4th spot with each passing lap. Right now, he wishes to clear that 53 of Peters as they come off of 2. Looks like he is going to clear Peters in the 53. No, he's not. Peters is trying to come right back on his tail. They're going to come off of 4 down the front straightaway. Soukop cleared for that 4th spot. Peters is clearing for the 5th spot. Here comes Soukop to the inside. He's going to challenge for 3rd. He's going to challenge Rich Clouser for 3rd. Side by side, battle for the 3rd spot. Off of 4 down the front straightaway. To the line. Travis Soukop has it by a nose. This is an intense battle for 3rd position. Side by side as they come out of 2. Travis Soukop on the bottom. Rich Clouser on the high line. Clouser going to get a bump from the 53 of Kyle Peters. Peters is going to get a bump from the 16 of David Gould. As they come off of 4, Travis Soukop has 3rd from Rich Clouser. He has cleared Clouser for 3rd. Battle for 4 side by side between Clouser in the 9 and the 44 of Mike Trocki. There's racing happening all over this track, ladies and gentlemen. We are side by side racing. Down the front straightaway we go. 17 of 25 laps are in the book. Mike Trocki's going to pull into 4th. Clouser's going to fall back to 5th. Now it looks like we're going to have a battle for the 5th spot between the 9 of Clouser and the 16 of David Gould. Side by side down the back straightaway. Gould on the bottom, Clouser up top. Meanwhile, up front, it is still Justin Reynolds in the 38 showing the way. Down the front straightaway we go. Gould gets 5th. Gould gets the big spot away from Clouser as they go back through 1 and 2. Clouser falling back. There's the 53 of Kyle Peters back there in 7th. Here we go now. Battle for 6th between Peters and Clouser. Side by side for the 6th spot between the 53 of Kyle Peters and the 9 of Rich Clouser. Off of 2. Looks like Peters has it by about half a car. as they go back to 3 and 4. Again, this is the battle for the 6th spot. Off of 4 they go. Down the front straightaway, Kyle Peters is trying to clear Clouser in the 9, and he does. Right now, Travis Soukop reeling in Mike Amato for 2nd. Soukop trying to desperately improve his position here. Here comes Trocki in the 44, trying to get a run on him for 3rd. Coming down to the line, 5 laps to go, 4 to go now. Travis Soukop trying to find a way to get around Mike Amato for 2nd. Soukop going to get right up on Amato's bumper here as they come off of turn 2. Here we go. Soukop trying to look high. Here comes David Gould on the bottom of Mike Trocki. This is a battle for the 5th spot brewing. On the outside as they come off of turn 4. Travis Soukop gets 2nd from Mike Amato. Mike Trocki gets his spot away from David Gould. Coming off of turn 2, Travis Soukop has now gotten 2nd spot away from Mike Amato. Justin Reynolds still up front, coming to the line. 2 laps remaining for Justin Reynolds, number 38. Battle for 4th brewing. Mike Trocki on the outside, David Gould on the bottom. Trocki on the outside, trying to get 4th away from Gould. Here comes Kyle Peters to the 53, and Trocki goes around. Mike Trocki around to the back straightaway. Oh, you see that big splash, ladies and gentlemen? Caution flag comes out with 2 laps to go. Battling for the 4th spot, it was Mike Trocki and David Gould. Trocki got sideways, spun off of 2, and splash into that wet infield against the wall. You saw that big splash, folks, and that was all the water that was accumulated down there from all this rain we've had the last few weeks. Even today, we went into full-out rain delay mode. So 2 laps to go. A caution flag has flown, our 2nd of the race, and this is going to cause some drama. Trocki went around, but again, Travis Soukop got 2nd away from Mike Amato. Now Reynolds has 3 formidable challengers breathing down his neck in Soukop, Amato, and Gould. Remember, Reynolds won last week's feature after Gould went to victory lane and then got disqualified in the tech. So Reynolds did win last week's race. He could win this week's race as well. But Travis Soukop, Mike Amato, and David Gould are all in good position to win. And don't count out that 53 of Kyle Peters in the 5th spot. First time we've seen him out here this year, and he's been putting on a great run in that 53 car. So congrats, so shout out to Peters. Now that 38 car of Reynolds, that used to belong to Charles King. So Charles King's name is still on the car, but Justin Reynolds is the driver of it. Right now, work is underway. Now, you remember last year when somebody rode a horse in the infield? Well, this year we have 2 horses now in the infield. We have 2 horses in the infield, not just one. So, because tonight is not only the Clyde Hart Memorial, but it's also Skip's Western night. They had an ugly boot while we were drying the track off. We had an ugly boot contest here at the track, and we also had K&N giveaways. We gave away there were $100 K&N gift cards being given away as well before the racing got underway. We have a couple of horses just chilling in the infield as part of this promotion. The Skip's Western. Right now, this Super Stock feature almost over. The Sportsman drivers are getting set in position for their race tonight. We have another great Sportsman field out here, and not only will the Sportsmen be running their feature tonight, but they will also be running their 10-lap dash for cash, which is the consolation prize. That means that these Sportsman drivers walking away with a bit more money in hand at the end of tonight. But the main show that everyone is here for, the Clyde Hart Memorial 100-lap Super Late Model race. You can see the Super Late Models lined up on the pits as well. Drivers to watch for in that race, the 9 of Brad May, the other 9 car of defending race winner Jeff Jaquette. Definitely keep an eye on that 20 of Anthony Serci, the 11 of Dave Rogers, and the 97 of Brandon Lynn. Do not confuse that 97 of Brandon Lynn with the 97 of Cole Anderson, who won the 50-lap Pro Late Model feature that was run here last week. But while we're under caution, I would like to say the new Smyrna Speedway, in the offseason, they had changed the bomber division, so it was only 4-cylinder cars. People weren't too happy with the switch to only 4-cylinder cars, so the track replied by creating a brand new strictly stock division for V6 and V8 cars. The rules for that new strictly stock division are currently up on the new Smyrna Speedway website, and I'll link it to you down in the description of all the videos from this week. We would love to see you guys out here racing in that new strictly stock division. And so I'm going to share that division, and hope that some of you guys come out here and join us racing, because we would love to see you either in that bomber division or that strictly stock division. Right now we're under a lengthy caution to remove the 44 of Mike Trocki from the muddy slop that is lining the inside of this track and those grass strips. Right now Mike Trocki's car is being removed. There it is over there over there. They are removing that 44 car, that beautiful petty blue number 44. Once that car is off the track, we'll run another couple of laps of caution and we'll go back green. As they run right now, it is Justin Reynolds in the 38, Travis Soukop in the 45, Mike Amato in the 2X, David Gould in the 16, Kyle Peters at the 53, Rich Clouser in the 9, Don Duval in the 30, then it's the 112, then it's John Ripley in the 8 and Art Hendren in the 37, with the 44 of Mike Trocki, the 15 of Tyler Presenti, and the 21 of Mike Dahm all being out of the race. Right now, everyone is getting the double up signal from our race official. Let's see, will Justin Reynolds choose the outside line or will he choose the inside line for this restart? Right now, everybody's hurrying up to get in position as the 44 of Trocki being removed from the racing surface. Right now, we are waiting to see who wins the $1,000 grand prize, all at the end of tonight. The $1,000 grand prize. Reynolds has chosen the outside lane. Soukop's on the inside on the 45. You know, Soukop had an incident last week. That car got damaged. And all throughout the week, he worked hard. He grinded on that car. He got that thing ready. Thrashed and thrashed on that thing in the garage, and there it is in the second spot. Long hours in the garage, got that thing ready for tonight, and here he is in second place with a legitimate shot at going home with $1,000. He's been out here before. He's had good runs before. His best finish this season is a third. We haven't seen that 45 in victory lane all year. We've seen the 2 of Amato in victory lane before. He's another legitimate challenger for the win, and another driver who also could have won this race is also not here. That's Bobby Holley in the 56. Also, when it came to drivers who were out of the race, I also forgot to mention the 63 of Dale Howard. There's the 44 of Trocki being pushed by the tow truck on the apron through 1 and 2. Facing the wrong way there. But the next time by, it's going to be the 1 to go signal. 1 to go signal next time by, and we'll be back green flag racing for the conclusion of the $1,000 open super stock feature. Now, a lot of the cars in this race are acceptable at New Smyrna regulars, such as Reynolds, Soukop, Amato, Gould, Dahm, Duval, but some of these drivers we haven't seen out here before. So 1 to go signal. Lights are out on the Daytona Dodge Pace truck. Caution lights are out around the speedway. Next time by, the green flag is out, and we will have the conclusion of tonight's Super Stock main event for 25 laps. Daytona Dodge Pace Truck getting ready to pull off of the track. Daytona Dodge Pace Truck is going to pull off the track into the pit road. Justin Reynolds in the 38 is on the outside, going to lead him to the green. We are looking for the green flag. Green flag is out, we're racing. Great start for Justin Reynolds. Now here comes David Gould. Down into turn 1. David Gould on the outside. Travis Soukop on the inside. Side by side off of 2. Soukop looks like he has the advantage on the bottom. Gould is going to try and stick up top. Here comes Kyle Peters giving a push to Amato. Side by side, the battle is for second place, and Justin Reynolds is sailing out front. Side by side on the front straightaway. David Gould gets second from Travis Soukop as they go down the front straightaway. White flag is out. One more lap to go. Travis Soukop on the bottom. Here we go. This is a battle for second. Soukop going to let off. Gould looks like he is going to win second. Soukop going to stay low on the bottom. Coming to the line. Checkered flag is in the air. Justin Reynolds is going to come to the line, and he is going to win this race. $1,000 to Justin Reynolds. And it looks like the 9 of Clouser has slowed as this feature is over. And ladies and gentlemen, that 38 car of Justin Reynolds is your winner in tonight's Superstock feature.